I'm changing the field winding on the CB500, and this is the old one, and you can see these two spots here, and I think it's been getting hot there. I'm going to power it up and let it sit powered up, but you can see this stuff that I cleaned some of it up, but it looks almost like winding insulation, so I'm going to clean all this up inside here, and then I'm going to put the new coil in. To get that, there's a Honda thing you got to tap. You can see these, and you just take a small punch and gently tap it out. This comes out pretty easy. You can see the little clips, they're like molding clips. See them? I don't know if they show up or not, but yeah, they're just like clips that hold emblems on cars. And anyway, I'm going to clean this up and power this up, and then I'm going to put the new, have a brand new electromagnet for it, and hopefully this takes care of the charging issue. This one does smell a little bit on this side and right in here of burned wiring, though it ohms out correctly cold. I've not tried it hot with an ohm meter, because getting those connectors when the bike's hot is, you're going to burn yourself, and I'm not going to do that. So anyway, I got this off and out, and let me clean this up, get the new one in, and hopefully this takes care of the problem. And I'm going to power this up while I'm cleaning this and installing this, and I'm just going to let it sit there powered up and see what happens, see how hot it gets or whatever. All right, let me get this cleaned up. I don't think I can do this with my, yeah, I don't know how I would do it, but the magnet is working. So yeah, so it's definitely magnetizing, as you can see, and the coil is getting warmer right in here. I can actually feel a difference in temperature right where that, I'm going to disconnect it. It's been hooked up for quite a while, and anyway, yeah, it's definitely warmer on that brown spot, more so than this one. This one isn't really that much warmer, but this one I can feel is a little warmer, and I've left it powered up, this gets a little warmer than this. I checked it with my thermometer thing, so it does have some spot in there, and I think that I don't know, I think that tarry stuff was from this, but it's hard to say. But that definitely magnetizes, and like I say, it charges good when the bike's cold. Once it gets up to operating temperatures, it's done. But if I can put my nose right up to this now without out of the casing, and it definitely has a little bit of a burn smell to it. So let's put the new one in and hope for the best. I'll wrap this little bit of video up here quick smart here. Basically, I think that magnet took care of the problem. So I got home, I rode it a long ways, and it ran perfect the whole time, never missed a beat, never had to deal with any, didn't seem like low voltage, really ran good. Very, very, very happy with the way it ran. The plugs, when I pull them, they're proper tan, everything looks good. But anyway, I think that took care of it. I put the maintainer on it when I got home just to see. I stopped at a friend's on the way home with it and just sat in the street and talked to them. They're out working in their yard, and I just stopped the engine like that so we could talk. The lights were still on, and the neutral and oil light were on. Basically the whole bike is powered up, tail lights on, camera system's on. The engine will even crank with this and off. All this does is shuts the power off to the coils, that's it. Everything else stays powered up. Anyway, I was talking to her for about 5 minutes, and then I cranked the bike up and came home, and that was only a block. And then I shut it off to unlock the door, and then restarted it to pull it in the garage. And then I put my maintainer on it after about 15 minutes, and it took about an hour at 0.4 amps to bring the battery up full. So the charging system's got to be working, because before, when I get home, I'd have to leave it on overnight before it would be recharged. So and it would sometimes charge at a full amp for most of the time. So I'm pretty certain that took care of it. We're gonna ride a little bit more and see, but my memory card's filling up here, so I'm gonna end the video here. If you like the video, definitely hit that thumbs up. If you like my channel, subscribe, and thank you for taking the time to watch the video on this bike that I've been monkeying with the charging system for months, literally. I think that's why the bike was parked. I really do. I think he started having problems with the bike and probably couldn't get at it because, you know, he had a newborn, and so there it sat. And I think that was probably the fault, was the field winding for the alternator. Anyway, that's it.